So I was affected by the floods. I had a lot of damage to some of my furniture at home. I think the biggest one was when we had the hailstorm in 2023, where my car actually had a lot of hailstone damage. So a lot of that was calling up and organising with car insurance. The learning and the wisdom gained from that experience is to have a backup plan,
Yes.
have a financial plan to your life with your expenses, but also having something in your savings account for unexpected. I had an excess to pay for, but also they would have taken my car and I would have had to go without a car for a while because of the amount of damage to my car through the assessment. Well, we stayed open. We had to stay open. We were the only services during the flood and also the hailstorm that was still open because we had to be a place and a hub for people to actually get to make phone calls, of course, because a lot of places did lose electricity, access to their homes due to flood situations. So we were pretty much it in the Redcliffe community, but also surroundings that needed access to things like telephones, the internet. Where do they go to for information and resource on the aftermath? And so there were times where when we had the hailstorm, we actually got flooded in. So, part of our roof caved down. We laid tarps down, so still having to open so we can still have access for the community. Recovery. I think for community is all about just connecting people more. A lot of what we're trying to do now is really just connect people, reconnecting people, which is a big one. So we offer lots of different programs and services and access to resources, information on what they can get into or be a part of. So I think that's probably been the big part of recovery for our community. So we have a lot of network partners that we're in close contact with. So we have, for example, we have the community paramedics from Sunraysia Community Health that come in. If people can't get into town, can't get an appointment into town, they can come in and get their blood pressure checked. And also just any concerns that they might have if they can't have access to doctors straight away. We have Mallee Family Care that come in and offer programs and also workshops for our community, financial assistance. So we've just had one this week and just planning for the future. I think the part of connection and connecting people and continuing that reconnection with people in community is education as well too. Community builds resilience. So when they're connected to people, they're stronger for it because there's a network of people behind them that can support them. When they do get into trouble or they find themselves in a situation that they might not know what to do. When you can empower a member of the community, where they have been in situations where they've had, an impacted in a negative way, they share that information. It empowers them to share that same information onto someone else that might need it and come across it.